Welcome, everybody. Can you all hear me okay? On with the new mic again today. How is everyone? How are you all? It's so nice to see all my friends in the chat. Welcome, welcome. So tonight we're going to be talking about suspects. And as we know, nobody's been ruled out as a suspect as of yet. So can you actually hear me? Can you hear me okay? Hi, Julia. Hi, Candice. Jody, Joe. I think I've seen Peter. How is everyone? Can you hear me? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, redneck barefoot hillbilly woman. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about suspects. And we've got a lot of suspects in this case, have we not? I don't think we've ever had a case where there's been that many suspects. So I'm struggling to get my words out tonight. I feel a bit tongue-tied. I don't know quite what's wrong with me. I think it's 4 shifts in a row with, being chased with blades, ending up in fights. Yeah, anybody would think I was a police officer. But anyway, moving on. That's in the past. Now we're moving forward to the future. Okay, so it's so nice to see you all. Hi, Janice, Justice Jan. My favourite, Candice, my top mod. How is everybody? Oh, we've got Florida in the house. So we'll start off on a lighter note. I don't know if you watched my video. Oh my God, I laughed so much. And I know some people didn't take it the right way, but it was actually only a joke. When Ryan, I was watching Dolly Vision, and they were all talking in there, and they were like, "Oh, Candice is going to the Ryan Upchurch concert," and Dolly was like, "Oh, I'm going as well," and people were saying, "Oh, you never know, you might see her in there," and everybody was just like laughing, and and he was saying, "Oh, it'd be really crazy if I saw her while I was there," and then Ryan just pops into the chat, and he's like, "Do you want me to just block her? Do you want me to just block her, mate?" It's like, that's so funny. I found it hilarious. And then there was lots of people commenting underneath my video, like, "They cannot block her." And I was like, "Yeah, all right, calm down. Calm down." He wasn't actually going to block her. It was just a joke, It made me laugh anyway. But maybe it didn't make everybody laugh, but for me it did. It was epic, Glenda said. Oh, I thought so too. So, guys, another suspect has disappeared. Candy, Grandis, whatever she likes to be called. I know it's not Grandis, so we're going to call her Grandis, okay? Grandis has left the scene again. So when the going gets tough, Grandis gets going. Have you noticed that? I think I've got an ulcer in my mouth for some reason, probably from talking too much. And I think that's what's causing me to be a bit tongue-tied. So, yeah, Grandis has gone again. I've heard rumours that it's to go and get medications that that she needs. Somebody said that she goes away, gets 6 months worth of medication, and then comes back. What? I've never met a doctor that would give me 6 months worth of medication, and I'm on quite strong painkillers at times for my fibro, and I've never taken an overdose like that. So, because usually they don't give you them for a longer period if like you've taken an overdose or something. But I get mine monthly, which is like normal over here. I don't know what it's like over there, but to be given 6 months worth of medication in one go seems like a heck of a lot. Which wouldn't help the situation of people selling and that kind of thing. But anyway, Grandis has gone again. And I wouldn't be surprised if Candace has got abandonment issues, to be honest. I don't know about you guys. What do you think? But she's got to have abandonment issues. Her mum left her and her sisters when she was younger. And Nana says, "Yeah, I get mine by the month." Yeah, it's monthly here. Ree says, "Yeah, that's what it's like here." But I honestly think Candace has got abandonment issues, and it can't have helped just recently with, like, literally everybody in her household just suddenly disappearing. That can't really have helped the situation either. But why is it when the going gets tough, Grandis gets going? Like, I just don't understand that situation. Um, I mean, I suppose there's nothing to keep her here. She doesn't have a full-time job, and but still, she's got a daughter who's just lost all of her kids, who's just, I mean, by her own doing, but still, lost all of her kids. Her husband's been put in prison, and she's just disappeared again. Justice Jan says, won't that be insurance fraud if Granny resides in Tennessee and goes to Wisconsin for a medication? I'm not sure how it works in the USA. I know here it doesn't matter as long as it's your own GP that's prescribing them. You can pick them up from any chemist as long as you've got a prescription. But you've got different states over there, so I'm not quite sure how that works. Maybe she's buying them illegally, Cindy said. Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe that's the way she makes extra money, by getting them. I mean, I don't know. That's just a theory. But anyway, but I honestly think that Candace has to have some abandonment issues, and that could be why she's quite angry a lot of the time. I mean, she is seems to be quite an angry person. I mean, you could tell when she was talking to Ernie recently, and he was like, "Oh, we'll come over and we'll do this and we'll do that and we'll do some searching." And she was like, no one's coming on my property. And then she was saying the uppers have said nobody's allowed on the property. And he kept going and going and going. And you could see she was getting more and more angry, like the more he carried on. I don't think I'd want to be on the end of that, to be honest. What else have I got here? So yeah, she's got the going back for these meds, apparently. I don't know if she goes back for a checkup on her knee, not quite sure, but she does just seem to disappear at all these great opportunities, great times when the shit hits the fan, Grandis gets going. But seriously, anyway, I also, did you see a video recently where she was like, I think it was with Ernie, and she was doing the old all that business? I can't do it. I don't know what was wrong with her. I mean, she could have been making it up. One of her friends did say on one of Benny's lives recently that she'd done that before because Dawn had wanted her to go to work with him one day and she'd not wanted to go. And so she'd done all that and put that on so that she didn't have to go to work with him. And she'd said to a friend afterwards, "Oh, I put it on because, I didn't want to go work with him," basically, because she's lazy. But it could have been that she just didn't want people on the property, to search. And it just so happened that just as they were about to search, she starts with the old, that kind of thing. So is Candace losing it? Is she losing the plot? We've got Grandis who's got gone. We've got Don who's already got gone, but he's locked up, gone. We've got the kids that have gone, which, I mean, for a good reason. And Ree says it sounded like she was dying. Well, I mean, I've seen quite a lot of people dying, and it did seem a bit dramatized if that was the case, because usually people just clutch the chest and go, ugh, and that's it, I can't say I've seen anybody with COVID yet that does all that either. So I think it was put on, to be honest. Either that or she was coming down off something. Who knows? So do you think, excuse me, I would be interested to know what you think about Candace and substance abuse right now. I mean, she's got nothing going on. Husband's in jail, kids have gone, Grandis has got gone. She's on her own in that place. She's got nothing else to do. She doesn't have a job. She's probably not cleaning up. So she's just sat there, like, doing nothing, like, to relieve the boredom or whatever. Do you think she is on whatever right now? Do you think she's just sat there smoking a load of weed, or do you think she's actually on the hard stuff? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see enough of her at the minute. We don't see a lot of her. She's not been on that many streams, has she? Now that she's fallen out with Benny, and you don't see her much with Ernie, and she's too busy dancing away at Ryan Upchurch concerts. So who knows? But it just frustrates the hell out of me, like that they're searching. And I think there was a search recently, and like Benny rang, oh, what are you doing? Where are you? And she's like, oh, I'm just playing Monopoly. We're just having a game of Monopoly. Yeah, but Candace, they're down the road, they're searching for your missing daughter, just down the road. Yeah, I've just got to pass jail without and collect me £200. Like, what are you doing? Come on, your daughter's missing. Why don't you go look for her? But she's too busy passing go and collecting 200, and it's not on. She should be out there searching for her daughter. And it really, really annoys me. But anyway, so the big question on everybody's lips right now is, when is she going to get arrested? Because for at least giving children alcohol, many people have said that they've witnessed her giving her own children alcohol. And then we've got the fact that she was giving Hunter alcohol, which she's actually admitted to live on air, even though she said it was only one. But we've got a video of plenty of those twisted tea cans down by that river, lake, pond, whatever you want to call it. So what's this? Eric Nash says, how come when I state a fact that indeed Grandis is in Wisconsin, at missing persons benefit, I get blocked? Oh, you've moved. I can't see your little comment. Wait a minute. Eric Nash says, how come when I state a fact that indeed Grandis is in Wisconsin at a missing persons benefit, I get blocked? Liked this channel, but that just proved you put out false info for views and subs. What? Sorry? I haven't blocked you, Eric. I'm too busy chatting away here, so I haven't blocked you. So if you liked the channel, then it's up to you whether you want to stay, but I can't see that I've put out any false information. All I've put is that we're going to be talking about suspects, so that's about it. But if you don't like the channel anymore, there's plenty of other ones you can go watch. See you later. Anyway, moving on. So TBI, yeah, arrest. So where are we? Yeah, so I mean, if they don't arrest her for alcohol or for giving children alcohol, for what she's done to her own children, because I'm sure they've come forward with bits of information. They've already said they don't want to go back. I have no idea. Like, she should have been taken in by now, surely. I mean, maybe she has been taken in and she's just quiet about it, but I'm bewildered. I am literally bewildered right now at why she's not been arrested. I cannot get my head around that. Every day I wake up and I think, surely today she's got to have been arrested. And I just don't get it. I don't. So Eric, you're not blocked. You are still in the chat. I can see your comments. I did actually hear that she had gone to Wisconsin, and something about her being going to this missing persons thing, convention or something to do with her daughter missing. So she is back in Wisconsin. So that's good. Going back to see whoever she's going back to see over there and doing this thing for Rose. So how many people think that Grandis, a suspect still in this case of missing 6-year-old Summer Wells, do you think is involved in this? Do you think she is? I mean, I spoke to her, and to be honest with you, she came across as a really nice woman. Really nice woman. I've got to be truthful, guys. She did really come across as a nice woman. And she was so nice. Like, every morning she was like, morning, love. every night she was telling me good night, and she just seemed really nice. So, but then you hear other things, don't you? I did look into her, and she doesn't seem to have any criminal record, you know. I couldn't see anything on her at all. So whether there's something on her in a different state, but you would have thought it would still show up, wouldn't you? But yeah. So, and then we've got Donald. Donald's currently locked away for this DUI. Currently in segregation because he's involved in this high-profile case, and loads of people probably want to do him in. And some of these people in these jails have got nothing to lose, have they? You know, they're in there for life. You know, they do someone in like that, and they're looked upon as a king, then, aren't they? In prison, you know, and the other inmates. So, but he's going to be coming out soon. I don't think it's long before he'll be coming out. But then he's supposed to be going straight into this rehab. Into this rehabilitation place. Yeah, I've heard that, Moulin Rouge. I heard that she wasn't allowed to be around children. So I did look into that, and I couldn't find any arrests or anything for children-related incidents for Grandis. Couldn't find anything like that. Nothing for even drugs, you know. I couldn't find anything on Grandis, but I was told when I got talking, because I did get talking to quite a few people earlier on in the case, and I was told back in, was it August, September, by a few different people that knew them over in Wisconsin and Tennessee, that she wasn't allowed to be around her grandkids, any of them. So I was like asking why. I had a few people that didn't want to say. One said, I can't really say. And I was like, why? You know, but anyway, she didn't want to tell me. So, which made me think it was something bad. And then apparently Jeannie won't have her anywhere near her children, as far as I'm aware. Eric Nash says, I think JSB and Andy have knowledge and they're covering for each other. I believe after my hours of research, they are all working together in the traffic industry. I found some alarming things. Oh my gosh. Eric, do you live over there then? Do you live in Rogersville, Kingsport? Like, do you live in that area? Sounds like Eric's been doing his research over there. So yeah, couldn't find anything particularly alarming on Grandis legally, but I could find that there were people that said that she wasn't allowed to be around the grandchildren. And I don't think Chris wanted her around the girls, Rosie's girls. And I don't know why. Somebody on another channel said that it was because she would turn up, want to see them for, like, take them away for like 2 weeks at a time, but then she wasn't bothered about birthdays and Christmases and things. So she wasn't like carrying on with the grandmotherly instinct and care. It was just like, all right, I just want to take them away for 2 weeks and that's it. And of course it didn't want that. This is what I was told. But anyway, but getting back to the fact that she's still a suspect in this case of her missing granddaughter, she has gone over to Wisconsin and is doing some kind of missing persons event, which, you know, I mean, does that shout, I'm involved in my granddaughter being missing? It doesn't really, does it, when you think she's gone there? Emma, I go back to the beginning when TBI said the case is out of the norm. What does that mean? I've never heard that in any other situations. Out of the norm. I guess they just don't have much information, and I mean, the timeline may not add up. Everybody they've spoken to is probably just saying, don't know anything. And they're just like, just dead ends. Or maybe it's because they feel that everybody's lying and they have absolutely no idea which direction to look in. But it is certainly out of the norm. I mean, if you think about like the Chris Watts case, you're looking at one guy, maybe the girlfriend, but in that case, the girlfriend didn't really get much look at, did she? But Chris Watts, you're zooming in on him. It's like, right, where does he go? Where does he live? Who does he associate with? Like, they're looking at one particular guy. Here you're looking at like 3 particular people that were there, then a load of kids that were supposed to be in the house. Then you've got friends that were out with them that day. And then, you just go on and on and on. And every time you look, there's somebody else that was possibly involved or may know something. And it's like, it's quite a widespread thing, isn't it? You're not just looking at one particular person, like with the Chris Watts situation. I can't speak. So yeah, Don will be coming out soon. He'll be going to a rehabilitation centre, which is what apparently we were told. But when he's finished with that, will he be getting transferred to Utah? Hands up if you think he'll be getting transferred straight to Utah before he ever gets let home. My hands are waving in the air right now, guys. I honestly think that he will be getting taken to Utah. But who knows? Who knows? Oh, yeah, Liliana Peters. Oh, that was awful. I covered that earlier on, guys, if you haven't watched it. I mean, there's little in the news media apart from the fact she was missing, what she was wearing at the time, and that she's been found. But I did do what I could with the information I had earlier on. Justice Jan says Hunter was a minor at the age of 15, and at the time of his disappearance, they are all hiding behind him. Do you know what bothers me about that? And this is why I had the neighbours on, right? It wasn't really so much as Ali lying, right? It was more to do with the fact that Hunter arrives home paralytic, right? So we're told. Goes into the house staggering around drunk, right? Because he's had too many of these twisted teas, and he feels like a dog. That's what it said. That's what the text said when she first went missing. He came home, he felt like a dog. The ride home for him was like he felt like a dog, right? He felt sick, basically. So he went in the house, probably just desperate to get in and lay down. And that's where we get to the point of, this is where it's really important. Did Alison come to the truck? And it's not about me having the neighbours on. Emma's just trying to cause some drama. She's getting the neighbours on to come and talk about all this. What do they know? That isn't the reason why I brought them on. What I brought them on for is because it is so, so important that if Ali did not walk over to that truck that day and actually put eyes on Summer, she could have gone missing earlier. And by Ali saying, oh, yeah, walked over to the truck. Yeah, she looked like she was sleeping. If she had not walked over to that truck, then that throws a timeline out that Summer could have gone missing earlier. So that's why it's so important for people not to lie. Like, if she did go over to the truck, I'll apologize. Like, fine, fair enough, you went to the truck. But if you didn't, don't fucking lie about it, because it completely sets it just ruins the whole investigation, which she could have not come back from the swimming hole, at that point. Or, why was suspect H in the house when he got in, shaking, and had to be like pulled out of his bedroom to find out what was wrong with him? Apparently, this is what I was told. He was in a state when he got in. Was it because he was drunk? Was it because something happened that he didn't want to speak about? Who knows? But sorry, I'm a bit behind with the chat. But that's just a bit weird. And then I was also told recently, which I thought was really interesting. Yeah, I think so. Justice Jan as well. I think Ali's protecting Hunter. Eric saying he believes Ali, Andrew H, Andy, Jodie Sue. Oh, lost your comment. It jumped. Tim Mullins are all involved in. Well, they've just. Did you watch the news? They've just arrested somebody in trying to sort out this trafficking group that's been going on. They reckon in that area, which is pretty scary. Take a breather, Emma. Let me just have a drink of my lilt. Wait a second. Oh. Right. So what was I saying? Hunter H. So he comes home. I was going to say something, wasn't I? What was really interesting that I heard the other day was, oh yeah, so apparently they were saying, I can't remember who it was, that Hunter had been, I think it came from that Ziggy Valero, you know, the nice lady that speaks to that other channel, the farm channel. And she was, I'm sure it was her. I'm sure it was. And she'd said something along the lines of, if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I'm sure she said that they'd all gone back to drop Grandis off at home because she was tired and she wanted to go to sleep. So for some reason, they went home and took Grandis home. Grandis went in her camper, and then that just left them, like H, Candace, and Summer, and then all the boys back at home. Yeah, so it could have been back at the house. Who knows? Like, I just think they're all lying, to be honest. Kinda Sprinkle says, Emma, can you put up milk pic and see if you're all... Oh, wait a minute. Behind Summer. Zoom in on behind Summer and mirror effect from camera's flash. It's not a good photo, guys, but I've got this one. It's not going to be very good on here, to be honest. It's going to be quite small, I think. But apparently H doesn't remember the milk. Like, as far as he's concerned, he can't even remember the milk. Not that he would. I mean, unless they're drinking it at that age, they're not bothered where it's come from or how they get it in the house. It just appears miraculously in the fridge, doesn't it? So apparently he doesn't remember the milk. So is that something that was done after? But I do have some information. I was talking to Kat earlier on, and she was saying that the swimming hole, wait a minute, the swimming hole, here we are. So the swimming hole picture, because remember, they went swimming, didn't they, that day? And then later on, that was when we saw the milk jug video. And apparently we were all thinking that that milk jug video was the last one on their way home to Ben Hill Road. But what I was told was that they'd said that the swimming hole video, this one, with her swimming and what have you, we've seen her with her swimming and messing around in the water with Hunter. This video was apparently the last uploaded video to her phone before Summer went missing. This was the last video. So, and this has come from the TBI. So if that's the case, then why was it that we were told that this was the last video on the way home? Now, do you remember I spoke to Grandis, and she'd said to me, I asked her, when was that video of the milk and her in the back with the milk? When was that taken? And she said it was about an hour and a half before they got home. And we were all kind of saying, an hour and a half before they got home? It doesn't make any sense, because it only looked like they were around the corner from where they live. So I'm wondering if this was taken earlier on in the day, and then she went swimming to the waterhole. Kind of Sprinkles, do you take calls? Not generally, but I guess if you wanted to come up on panel, I don't normally have people up on panel, but if you wanted to come up for 5 minutes, you could. Wait a second. I don't watch Tiffany Marie much, to be honest, Peter, but I will take a little look. Oh, I haven't got my mouse plugged in. Wait a minute, guys. I don't know how to copy and paste without a mouse. I'm not that technical. Ambulances don't have computers. Right, here we go. Right, I've dropped the link. So I'm not really sure if that put my earphones in. So I don't really know if that video was actually taken last, as we all suspected and we've looked at over and over again for so long, whether it was the last one, because as far as the TBI are concerned and put out to media sources, this one of her playing in the water at the swimming hole was the last video on Candace's phone, which is interesting. And it would also fit with what Grandis said about it being an hour and a half after the milk jug video, then they got home. So I don't know. But I don't think I've uploaded it, but I did make a video on it ages ago. Do you remember I took a video or a picture of the kitchen? It was a picture of the kitchen and there was Summer. You could just see like part of her. And then there was the boy. Kind of sprinkle.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, that's not working very well. Have you got your YouTube open?
Let me just close everything. Hold on.
Oh, dear me. Right, kind of sprinkles. I'm sorry, girl, but that was just really, really noisy. And oh, you could hear her. Could you hear her? I couldn't hear anything except like a load of noise, to be honest. I don't know if that's just my... Try again.
Can you
Hello?
hear me now? Hello?
Oh, I can. I can.
Okay. Okay.
How are you?
I think I'm good. I think I sent you an email, and I could be wrong, but something about the milk pig, and it's not Summer, it's what's behind Summer. I think the milk pig might been just like a still photo. I don't think it was a screenshot from the video.
Because there was a video, wasn't there?
Yes. Can you put, okay, now just listen. Like I said, I could be wrong. Okay, just zoom in behind, okay, like on the window behind Summer.
I don't know if I can. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see the screen. But can you zoom behind Summer?
Not really. I wouldn't know how to do it, to be honest. Have you got your YouTube open?
No.
Because there's an echo. I don't know if it's just me and my new microphone. Right, so yeah.
I sent you an email also. If you can put the picture up, I sent you in the email maybe.
We can have a look. Let's have a look. An email. Kind of sprinkles. There we go.
And like I don't know if I can say a channel's name, but you can go on like Google and get any milk picture. And it's like what's behind Summer is what I'm thinking that there might or might not be something, but it doesn't hurt to look at it because I think the milk picture is a fact. So
do you think you can see a face?
Well, can you put up the email and look at everything that I circled? And I'll,
Yeah.
because I can explain it better than I can like type it in the chat, or like I'll try to explain it.
Okay, just I'll upload it now.
Thank you for at least listening to me. And like I said, I could be 100% wrong.
Okay, I might just have to mute myself a second because it will probably echo as I go into StreamYard again.
Okay.
Upload to.
And even just looking right here at this milk picture, her jacket, the little hat on her jacket, is leaning opposite of the way Summer's body is, and there's like no wrinkles. It's like they like, I don't, sleeve is over her knuckles. And Candace said that she was holding her arms up with her elbows up, and she demonstrates how she was doing it. Okay, yeah, okay, like right there. Okay, I'm just saying, I could be wrong, but the way Summer, if you got Summer's head and went to the left, I think that's the way the truck is like setting. I think there, you see the green tree on the top right. Let's start there. You see the green tree top right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted from before.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Okay, so you see the green tree at the top right. Okay, now you do see the red, whatever the red is, a toad or a car, whichever. Okay, let's just forget about that. You see the green tree, and it looks like fence posts, maybe. Like I said, I could be wrong, but you see like 1, 2, 3, 4. What looks like the tree. The tree goes down to fence posts. I don't know, but it looks like the way the truck and the way Summer. Okay, if you get an arrow to Summer's head and just go, it's like the way the truck is, and that looks like someone's hand. I don't know. You can see, if you zoom in, you can see the hand, you can see the shirt, and you can see the face. It's like, it to me, it looks like Allie's mom or grandma, because you can see the two holes, the nose, the hair. You can see the mouth, maybe. I don't know. But you
Wow.
can see even the fingers in the arm. You know that's fingers. If you zoom in, you can see it better. And like I said, you can get any pic. You can see the fingers. You can see the arm. You can see a shirt. You can see a neck. You can see a person.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in on it a bit more, and
And
have a
also,
little look.
only thing you can do to any milk pick, you can pick any milk pick and black and whiten it. Okay, you see things. And when you do it in color, you see things. Because I think the toad, I don't know, but I think that is someone standing right there. I think there's the tree. I think there's a fence post, but I do think maybe that's a toad, like getting out, or like, I don't know. I don't
See,
know.
to me, I've always thought it was another truck because that looks like a Ford, the badge on the back of a Ford. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like another truck, like a red truck. But I mean, that's what it's always looked like to me. Everybody has their own opinions, I guess. But anyway, so let's. But thank you for showing us that. That's interesting.
Okay, thank you for listening to me. And I think I sent you a couple emails that you can look at. And like I said, get any milk pick and just lighten and darken the contrast and just look at it differently. You know what I'm saying? Because the tree is a good like focal point, a focus point. You can see the green tree and go down. Maybe there's fence posts, maybe not. I don't know. But thank you for listening to me.
Oh, you're welcome. I do appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, darling. So yeah, it's weird with that photo, because everybody seems to see something different. Like, I've had people say that it's something in the back of the truck. I've had people say they thought similar to me, that it was like another truck, or it was somebody stood there. Patty says, can you do the earlobe next to the milk jug? I mean, to be honest with you, I think they've already said that this was taken later. So they went to the seminar after this, but I will just... I can't really see her ear. It does. I mean, if that is an earlobe, it does look a bit purpley, which wouldn't be good if for instance, something had happened, because being laid like that, your blood would settle on that side. But to be honest, you can't see enough of an earlobe to be able to distinguish which is ear and which is something else, to be honest. In my opinion, anyway. I can't zoom in on this. I wouldn't know how to. I'm not really very computer savvy. So that was what apparently the TBI have said, that the last video of Summer on her phone was of the swimming hole. So that must have been taken either later in the day or a different day. But then yet they're saying that was, Candace is saying that's the last video of her, and that's what she was wearing when she went missing. You know, the tracksuit kind of outfit. But that wouldn't make sense if the TBI is saying, no, the last video of her was earlier than was. Oh, I'm getting confused myself now. I don't even know. We've got one person saying one thing. You've got the TBI saying something else. You'd expect the mum to be the one that would actually know what she was wearing last. But then again, who knows? Anyway, moving along, because that's just confused the hell out of me. And it's too late. It's like nearly midnight here. So, and like we said, Hunt has no recollection of this milk anyway. Yeah, so as I was saying before, Sprinkles came up. Do you remember that photo? And it's like, I think she took it of one of the boys with his like motorbike gear on, and he's kind of stood in the kitchen, and Summer just happens to be in the photo. Like, I don't think it was meant to be of Summer, this photo. It just happens to be stood on like the right hand side of this photo. You just see like a little bit of her wearing a dress, and that was uploaded like 5:06. Many people have speculated like 6:05 it would be the time that it was uploaded in your area, or whatever, the time you see it. And I'm like, no, that's the time that it was uploaded by that person. If that was the truth, and it's on Candace's phone, and the TBI can see that was uploaded or taken at the time when she's apparently ringing to say she's missing, that wouldn't make sense. And it would also mean that she wouldn't have had time to go far to dispose, if you know what I mean. Now, I was doing a little bit of research earlier on, and do you know what's really interesting? I was going to try and share with you Google Earth, but for some reason, it's not loading on this computer. Oh, it is. Oh, wait a minute. This is good. Let me tap in Kingsport, Fort Dam, Kingsport. So I'm going to try and share with you something which I thought was interesting. And you know what? It might even make you want to go and have a little look at this as well afterwards. So, just loading. So basically, this research that I did earlier on said that the home location, so where a murderer or somebody who does something bad to another person, leaves them, to die, the home location of a murderer had a strong centralizing influence on the disposal. So what they were saying was, if you find a body, right, and you could draw a circle on a map around where you found this body for, say, like 6 miles either side, all the way around this body, you would be able to find where that person lived within that 6-mile round circle. I thought that was so interesting. And they said that familiarity, can't say that, mental mapping and psychological roles of the home can go some way to explain the psychological behavior of a unique offender. So basically saying that, you know, if there's somewhere that they really liked to go and they went on a regular, which is somewhere that whole family enjoyed going, say it would be like a particular park or a waterhole or wherever, the familiarity of that place can be so, it's just the familiarity of it, and they're more likely to think of that first place first than before they think of anywhere else to dispose of. And they also consider a safe space between the distance of their home and their disposal sites, suggesting that their home is an important focus on the distance that they feel comfortable in traveling to be able to get back home again, to dispose of the body. And it says that it's based on this study in many cases which show that if a circle, like I was saying, it encompasses their crime, the offender will be based somewhere within that circle of a 6-mile round radius around the body. Now, obviously, we haven't got a body to accompany us to draw a circle around. But what we do have is we have a home that we could draw a 6-mile circle around. And to me, that's why I think when the TBI said that they were doing their searches, I think they did try and do a I think it was how far was it? Was it so many kilometre radius all the way around Ben Hill Road from their home? And I think that's the reason why they do it. And this study said that 85% of offenders, of murderers, they studied, lived inside the circle encompassing the murder. And if they said that they examined the offence location of 53 serial murderers and found that in 63% of the cases, the killer did actually live within that 6 mile of where they dumped the body. And I just found this so interesting. It's like, and I mean, we've seen these photos where they've all been searching, and, you know, some of that terrain's terrible. It's a shame they couldn't do more searches while the trees and the greenery and shrubbery isn't as bad as it's going to get now it's becoming summer. So let me show you this Google Earth if I can. I think I might have to share my screen, see if it will let me. I'm not good at this this business, guys. You know what I'm like with electronic devices. It could all go wrong at any particular time. A bit useless, really, but Google Earth download. Thank you, Google Earth. Yes. Share. Right. Okay, so this is Fort Henry Dam. Can you all see that? Okay, so let's have a look. If you can see, I need my mouse. Plug the mouse back in. So this is where they apparently went that day. Ooh, zooming in too far. So Fort Henry Dam is here. And what I've been doing, it's so much easier to do it on your computer, on your phone, to be honest. It's just so much easier. But I've been looking at all the trees around this area. And actually, when you do it on your phone, like I say, it's so much easier. And you can actually see within these trees and shrubbery. And you can actually go along the river bank. This is not the best, to be honest. But if you tap in Fort Henry Dam, go back to the comments. I'll get better at this, guys. But if you tap in Fort Henry Drive, which is where the shops are, where they went that day, and it's literally like 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes from there, and you just drive around the corner and you can go down to where they were that day. And if you do it on your phone, honestly, it's a lot easier if you do it on your phone, because you can just do your fingers and open it all up. You can see the shrubbery, the trees, all the way around. And if you look, you can actually see within the trees all the way along. So I'm going to do a bit more investigating of that later on, because, you know, I want to see what I can see in there. Now, I know there is a bit of a delay with Google Earth. I'm not quite sure how long it is. There's lots of people saying, oh, it's a few years, and then other people say, oh, it's a year, and other people saying, oh no, it's, you know, it's practically straight away. So I don't know, but I'm going to continue doing my little searching in case I come across anything. Has anybody got any questions they want to ask? So we've got our suspects. We've got Grandis. She's done a runner. She'll be back soon though, when she's got some. Oh, hi, Josh. Oh, haven't seen you for ages. I messaged you. It's nice to see you anyway. Thank you for popping in. I'm going to have to get better with this computer business, guys. I'm just not very good at it. You know, I watch like Benny and all these other channels, and they just go, right, I'm just going to share my screen, guys. And they make it look so easy, and they're just like, and then there you go. It comes up on the screen and it looks so clever. I try and do it, boot myself out, lose the microphone, goes off, boot myself off the stream. Like, oh, I just can't. It's no good. It's no good. But I will try, guys. I will make the effort to try a little bit harder. I just spend so much time trying to do research and looking into things that I don't have the time. So, yeah, Grandis has done a runner. She's disappeared again. I'm sure she'll be coming back. Candace should have been arrested by now, but has not been arrested. And it almost makes me feel like she's dating a bloody sheriff right now, because for some reason, nobody seems to be arresting this woman. And I want to know why. What else? We've got Ali, who's been keeping her head down recently. Can't understand why. I mean, I have no idea really why she's disappeared. But suddenly keeping her head down a little bit. So we haven't heard much from her, which is strange. We have H's dad coming on, you know, every now and again to talk on his YouTube channel, and whatever he does over there, apart from swear and threaten everybody. We've got H, who, you know, seems to have gone quiet recently. Apparently, last time I heard, he wasn't allowed any electronics, not because they can't afford electronics. Andrew, that's not what I was getting at. I was actually saying he wasn't allowed any electronics because we were talking about the case and how he might have not been allowed electronics due to the fact that he wasn't allowed to go online and see what had been said and, you know, going on. So who else have we spoken about? Yeah, what's that moist business? I mean, straight away it just sounds wrong, but I mean, maybe I'm just reading into it the wrong way. It just sounds a load of rubbish. But I don't know who really watches that crap, to be honest. Yeah, and it's almost like they've all just kind of slowly backed away and disappeared. I mean, obviously didn't get much choice about the situation. Candace has kind of backed off from YouTube, and she was a bit of entertainment, to be honest, wasn't she? You know, her coming on was actually a bit entertaining. You know, at least it gives us something to talk about. So yeah. So that's about it for today, guys. Haven't really got anything else for you. I will try and get some images, though, from Google Earth, actually from my phone, because that will be so much better. And then I can show you what I've been doing, because it's actually quite good. Right. Well, I will see you all soon. Thank you for all coming in. Yeah, Skilo, allegedly. Allegedly. But yeah, I did ask Kat to come on tonight, guys, but she's got to go to college in the morning, and she gets tired if she goes online too late. She has to get up early in the morning for college, and she thought she might fall asleep on stream. Unless it's a weekend, we can't bother her too much, bless her. But if you happen to be listening to this, guys, because you're following the Summer Wells case and you happen to live over there in that area, you've heard something from someone else because you're friends with this person and they know Candace, or, well, you know, whatever the situation is. If you've heard something different to what we've heard here on YouTube or what's going on in the media, hit me up at crimestoriesobsessed@gmail.com. Always, you know, happy to listen to what you've got to say and, you know, be interesting. I am currently in talks with somebody that has a cadaver dog, 2 cadaver dogs, and I've been asking them if they'll come on, and they've said yes. So we're just looking into that at the minute. I have prompted her with the fact that we're talking about an 11-acre property and the search for this missing little girl. And, you know, if you want to drop some comments to this cadaver dog person that will be coming out, go to my community page. There is under there a post that I made. I think it's got a picture of a footprint and a dog's print next to it, and just scroll down. And if there's any questions that you would like to ask at the cadaver dog handler regarding the Summer Wells case and what they can and cannot do, then if you go to that post on the community section of my YouTube channel and leave it there, and then when we have her on stream, we will be able to go through all of the questions that everybody has got that they would be interested in asking, and I will read them and ask them all. I'm sorry I'm not particularly with it tonight. I've just done 4 night shifts, really tired, but haven't spoken to you all in ages, so I thought, well, I better come on and let you know that I'm still alive, you know. Anyway, thank you guys for coming and listening. Hi, PJ. Thank you, Candace, for being here and looking after everybody. Thank you, beautiful chaos. Thank you, everybody. And I will come back on, talk to you again soon. Hopefully, while I'm off work for the next couple of days, I'll make some more videos. Okay, guys, take care. Love you all. Bye. Bye.